whatever happened to real dating? Whatever happened to romance? Where did it go wrong?
Oh, don't kid yourself. I was ticked. I didn't know it was going to happen. Now I'm the most thankful person in the world, though, because he's my husband.
But you ended up having fun that night. But I think people think, oh, if I go on a date, now I need to be in a relationship.
You see a lot of relationships go downhill because people stop taking care of themselves.
It's already going to be a cycle of, no, that didn't work. No, that didn't work.
Yeah, process of elimination.
Right? I think we've lost the art of dating. Don't let romance die, because that's...
If you open the door for your lady, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Yes. It's the small little unsaid things.
Curtis. It was Curtis.
Oh, Curtis. Carl Curtis. My bad.
I was there to pick up the pieces when Curtis died.
Because you ran it over. Curtis is a frog, by the way.
But everyone's blaming it on me.
Hey there, welcome to the Mental Perk Podcast. I'm Karla Hutcherson, licensed professional counselor.
And I'm Brandi Mock, entrepreneur, author, and community leader. And we're here to talk about real people, real issues, and real talk.
Welcome back to the Mental Perk. Today, Brandi and I we're going to talk about some interesting subjects today. We are going to dive into what dating used to look like and why so many people are craving more intentional connection today, right? From romantic rituals to modern red flags, we're breaking it down, bringing it to depth, joy, and genuine curiosity.
Are we?
Kind of.
I
I don't know. We're trying. But whatever happened to real dating? That's really my question. And this is like a topic on my mind because I'm seeing so many people in my office and just talking to different people in different places who are really struggling with, if you don't meet someone when you're in college, how do you meet people, right? Once you get out in the world, it's so much harder. Or let's say you've gone through a divorce, or let's say you moved to another area. I just feel like it's so hard to connect with people.
think it's hard because we make it hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent many years single, and it was not easy, especially, getting older and, you tend to have your same friend group. And then, if you're married and you get divorced,
right,
your friends are married, so it makes it awkward. It's hard. It's really hard. So I think you have to put yourself out there. I think what we're seeing now is a lot of complacency.
I do and I love the word, we're not dating intentionally, right? We've lost the intention to really romance and connect with people, right? I mean, I feel like it's now just so robotic.
It's very robotic.
Yeah, it's almost like honk shoe. When I hear these dating stories, I'm like, y'all know what honk shoe is? It's like when you, like you're sleeping, you're snoring. So anyway, I'm just saying. But when
anybody else know what that means?
I bet there are people out there who understand when you played Barbies, you're like, nighttime is 4 honk shoes, and then we're up doing the next thing.
I've never heard of that in my entire life, ever.
Well, okay. Well, maybe
honk
it
shoe?
was just a
honk shoe
thing. Honk shoe.
Honk shoe.
It's so honk shoe. It's so boring, tiring, snoring. Nope, it's a term.
Okay.
Well. So, right. But whatever happened to real dating? Whatever happened to romance? Let's think about that. Where did it go wrong?
Apps.
I agree. Apps are, but then also I see success stories with apps. I see people finding love. My son and his wife met on an app.
Well, I have family members that I initiated, and they met on apps too. So I guess so. All right, whatever. Anyway.
I mean, like you met someone through people or through something, right? Or through people, a person, dinner with somebody, right?
Right.
So that's that's more ideal because it seems less stressful and less like.
Don't kid yourself. I was ticked because I didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was really ticked off. Now I'm the most thankful person in the world, though, because he's my husband.
But you ended up having fun that night.
I did, but it's never good. But I would say if I could do it anyway, that would be the way to do it, for sure.
If someone that you care about bringing someone to the table, you kind of trust that person. So it makes it a little less scary maybe than if you're just like swiping right, or swiping.
Well, yeah, but true, but I'd say I got lucky. Okay, can you actually revive romance in a long-term relationship?
Well, I'm going to say you better.
You better get it on, girl.
You better do it.
Get you on.
Yeah. Don't let romance die because that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's a a recipe for
disaster,
looking at other places.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
it's
look.
going to lead to all kinds of problems with its disconnection or
Lack of romance.
yeah. I mean, people need that. I mean,
So, and here's I want to say this to our audience too, because it doesn't matter if you're dating, if you're married, and you're in a long term anything, right? Go back to the days whenever y'all first got started, and figure out those things that really made you happy and you had fun doing, whether it's bowling or softball or going for a walk or jog or a picnic.
you have to find things that you enjoy doing, or maybe it's like the love of like learning how to cook together and doing all those kinds of things. And
If you open the door for your lady in the beginning, keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Yes, women are strong, independent, wonderful. That's wonderful. But you don't stop showing her that she's special. When you're opening the door for them, it shows them that they're special.
Don't stop what you started.
Yeah.
Because I think what it does is it misleads a lot of people into thinking, it's like, I hate to say this, I didn't marry my husband fat.
Yeah.
And I don't want him
to get fat.
No. And that sounds, and that's, now I'm making exceptions for like, medical conditions or stuff like that. That stuff happens, but like, you see a lot of relationships go downhill because people stop taking care of themselves. They stop doing what they did when they first started.
That's a whole other story. Yeah. I mean, you want to take care of yourself, not only for your spouse, but for your own confidence and your, in loving yourself. You want to love yourself. Yeah. And I think sometimes people go through things in life that causes them to maybe not do the same things they did before, and maybe they put on weight and they don't really understand why it's happening. But I think it's in those moments that you support each other and you make positive changes. And we've all been through those kinds of changes where we just really weren't at our best.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, I've been there.
When you have,
thank God I had that unconditional love.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where you get that unconditional love. And hey, let's motivate each other and help each other out, because that's what a partnership's about. And a relationship is a partnership. And so, yeah, we don't. Those are things that we really want to encourage and just help be the best that we can be in the relationship, and make sure that you're encouraging your partner to do the same. I think that's really important.
Today's episode is sponsored by Hudson Financial Group. At Hudson Financial Group, their goal is to make sure your life is fully covered. Do you truly understand your current insurance coverages? Are you protected for the things you need and not paying for the things you don't? Come by and let them help maximize and understand your coverage. With access to multiple carriers, they'll find the best protection at your best price for you. Whether it's home, auto, farm, and ranch commercial coverages, bonds, life insurance, or financial planning, Hudson Financial Group is your one-stop shop for insurance and retirement needs. Stop by today.
But when I think about romance, I think people think, well, it has to be, dozens and dozens of red roses, or, planning these big elaborate dates. That's not necessarily romance.
Folding my laundry for me is romantic sometimes. I mean, it's the small little unsaid things.
I think so.
That make it so special.
I think it's just that intentional attention to the details,
for sure.
Just being aware of things. If there's something that your partner likes, whether it's, just like a certain flower or a certain this, or,
the bed turned down, or, just like I don't like to come home to dishes in the sink. That just doing those kinds of things. Yeah, small little things. I love feeding rabbits in the backyard every day with carrots and apples.
Yes.
And I'll have a long day, but there's a set time that I'll do it. And so, I mean, I literally have rabbits sitting out in my yard waiting to get food. And what's so sweet is when I get home and they're already cut up for me. Mm-hmm. It sounds so minor and so small, but it's the small little things.
It is. It really is. It is.
You think dating's gotten better now, or is it worse?
I think we've lost the art of dating, and that's what I really want to focus on, because, again, yes, we can be independent, we can be successful, we can be all of these things, but when you don't have someone to share
the successes with,
it seems lonely.
It does seem lonely.
And so I feel like we're losing the art of dating because we're trying to diminish the importance of it. What I'm saying is like, well, I don't need that. I'm good. As long as I have my job, as long as I have my dog, as long as I have this.
But what happens when that goes away?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Then it's like, okay, but what are you going to do when you want to come home, tell something exciting that happened and you don't have that person, or even to share a really amazing trip with or something like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, Carl died. What did Bradley do?
Curtis, it was Curtis.
Oh, Curtis. Carl Curtis. My bad. Anyway.
But see, I was there to pick up the pieces when Curtis died.
Because you ran it over.
I'm pretty sure Brad ran over Curtis. I'm pretty sure of it.
Curtis is a frog, by the way.
But everyone's blaming it on me.
Because I'm sure she did it. She gets all these tickets. Anyway, back on track.
It was in the driveway.
Okay. What's your advice to people that have been jaded by dating apps?
Here's the deal. Dating apps are a tool.
Yep.
And really the purpose of dating, we can't forget what the purpose of dating is. The purpose of dating is to figure out what I want in a partner, to get to know people to see if they meet those needs, or even figuring out things that I didn't know I didn't want or that I do want, right? So dating is a process regardless. And so it's already going to be a cycle of, no, that didn't work. No, that didn't
process
work,
of elimination.
Right? But I think people think, oh, if I go on a date, now I need to be in a relationship. No, you can go on dates. Dating does not put you in a relationship. It's an experience.
That's a very good point you made, because I think a lot of people feel like serial daters are bad. And I'm like, no, I think it's like, do you like this or not?
Is. Yes.
But they feel guilty because they're dating multiple people at once. I'm like, oh, that's not bad.
As long as you're being honest about it.
That's not bad.
Right?
Well, but here's my thing. If you're just dating someone,
you haven't committed to them.
No. So do you have to be honest about that?
You really don't. I don't think you have to, but I'm saying you haven't committed to that person. You're not in a relationship till there is a mutual commitment.
Right.
Right. So dating is about getting to know people and getting to figure out what it is you want. And sometimes you're going to just go through that cycle. So I kind of see the dating apps as the same thing. Oh, so you had 5 bad experiences and you talked to this person for 2 weeks on text and then it just kind of went ghosting. Well, number one, it's text. That's not a connection. So
well, it is now.
I know that's the only way people are connecting. And if you have to talk for so long on text, before you can pick up the phone, before you can have a FaceTime call, before you could ask on a date.
Well, and that's just it, though. You're losing the art of communication if you're texting, because how many times have we heard and seen, even me, you connect with them really good via text, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you meet them and they don't say 2 words. You're like, this is going downhill fast.
Yeah. 100%. But yeah, so I think that we're misinterpreting what dating is about. So yes, dating apps are the same thing. You're going to go through that process before you find one that's a good match for you to put the time and effort into. So I say, don't put more into it than what it really is. Don't try to say, well, these 5 things I'm never going to meet anybody, right? That's extreme thinking. Just say these 5 weren't it, and I'll either keep going this process or I'll figure out another process. But the idea is you're trying to find that person in your life, and yeah, there's going to be some frogs before you get some princes, right? So
yeah, a lot of frogs in my life.
Poor Curtis.
Poor Curtis. Curtis, we will remember you forever. Never forget you.
Rest in peace, Curtis.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rip. Rip. What is the one underrated romantic move that still works every time? Old or current?
Old, I would say pay for dinner. It could be either
either for
way.
Dinner, okay.
Pay for dinner.
Oh, pay for dinner.
Yeah, not cook or dinner. Pay for dinner.
Okay.
Like if you go out, because that shows that you're invested in the date, I think. Opening doors. What do you think?
I think listening.
Okay.
That's huge. I think listening now and listening later.
Okay.
That's a big one.
I think that can go over old or new.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah. So when you're talking about dating, communication's important.
Yeah.
So good listening skills, being a good listener.
Here's a good one. How do you balance being vulnerable without oversharing too soon? And I see this as a deal breaker for a lot of people.
I think you don't overshare too fast.
Yeah, me
because
either.
when you're dating, it should be pretty equal on I'm getting to know you, you're getting to know me, right? So if you're oversharing and just throwing up on that person, are you really trying to find out more about them, right?
Yeah, I can't get a word in at
she
all.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a country western song that's like me,
That's
you?
That's Toby Keith.
Yes. And that's like, she just is blah, 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 all over the place, you know, just oversharing. And he's like, hey, what about me?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing. It should be equal. Like, I mean, and in sharing your life as you're getting to know someone, it should be more of a gradual thing more than just like, here's everything about myself.
Yeah, I mean, and normally, if the person wants to know, they're going to ask.
Yes.
So, like, don't waste your time telling them something that
they didn't ask.
Right.
Answer the question.
Let them get to know you first before you.
Yeah, answer the question.
Yeah.
And then just follow. I think
Don't
that's
overshare.
good advice. Don't overshare. Answer the question and kind of leave it at that. All right. What else?
What's the biggest misconception about men and romance?
That men aren't romantic. When I'm like talking to couples, I hear that a lot, that, where's the romance? So maybe it starts out when you're dating to where they're trying to impress that person. I kind of feel when you're in a relationship, especially a long-term one, you should constantly want to impress that person. Don't stop the art of impressing the person, because that kind of takes away from the relationship, right?
Yeah.
So when you're first dating, you want that person to stay engaged and involved. But why would you not want the person you're spending your life with to stay engaged and involved?
Right.
So I feel like that should never die. You should always be intentional about that.
I do too. I agree. But it goes both ways, female or male.
100%. Yeah. You got to stay engaged. It doesn't always have to be about what your wants and needs are. Make sure that's being shared. Can you share a memorable dating experience that highlighted the art of dating?
A guy that was a friend of mine for a long time, and he kind of told me that he had this guy who wanted me. Anyway, future husband walks in. He walks in, and he knew we were going to a concert. I was put on the spot to ask him to go to a concert with me. Long story short, go to the concert. We lived an hour and a half away from each other, and then I had to go run. We went to a concert together, and then the next day I had to run like this massive marathon. And the thing that set me, I kind of was like, okay, he might be a keeper. Keep him around for a little bit. Didn't know me. I mean, it was like you said, it just started out very authentic. It was not, I wasn't into kissing him or anything like that. Didn't hold hands. It was just a getting to know each other type thing. And Monday when I got back to work, he'd listen so intently. Like when you ask questions, you're having fun. You don't think about the intention of just talking about it. You just put little things out there. Right. Well, he knew I loved roses, but he knew I loved yellow roses. And when I get back to work that night, I had 24 yellow roses from someone.
Oh, wow.
That I didn't even hardly know. And the caption was, hey, I'm proud of you for pushing through. Because we had been up the night before, and then I had to drive 2 hours away to go to a marathon the next day and run it all day. And I'm coming in Monday to someone that was very intentional. He intentionally listened to things that I didn't even pay attention to. Yeah. Which was, to me, that was a game deal for me.
That was a great one.
I like
that.
Thank you.
Okay, let me get to the next one. That was good. Way to go, Brian.
Yeah, way to go, B.
Way to go. Y'all used to call each other B.
We do call each other B and B.
B and B.
The two Bs. Brandy and Brad.
What do you think are the biggest challenges people face today when it comes to building connection?
That's just it. Listening, I think. Listening and not oversharing. And to me, if you're going to be intentional about someone that you're interested in, follow through with it.
Yep.
I think that's the biggest thing is we're so quick to impress someone because we feel that little chemistry spark, but do we continue it? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So be intentional, listen.
Well, how do we bring romance back to modern dating?
I was going to say something completely inappropriate, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Ask the question again.
So how do we bring romance back to modern dating?
Oh my God, get out. Like,
Get off of the devices.
Freaking phone.
Go
Yeah,
out.
get out. Do something.
Do
Even
stuff
if
with
it's
your
a
friends.
picnic
Meet their
or, yeah,
friends.
go play pickleball. Go.
Yeah, but if you don't have a relationship, get out with people to meet people.
Yeah.
Because as you're meeting more people, you're going to find know somebody to introduce you to, or this or that.
Groups, yeah.
Yes, but just sitting on the phone is not going to do it. You have to get out and do stuff. If you're playing pickleball, just think of all the people you're going to meet.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone's going to be, oh, like, I know this person and da-da-da-da-da. And they're going to, like, be able to hook
It's
you
a
up
connection.
little bit. Yeah, I think that's super important is how to make it. It's just like you're networking in business. You've got to network in love. You know? I think
Network and love.
Network and
Aww.
love. So the other thing is take time to get someone to know someone. Don't skip emotional foreplay. If you think about that, you think of the term foreplay, and that's not what we're talking about, Brandi. We're talking about deep conversations, effort, like doing all the things you need to do to get to the next step. Right? Isn't that what you're doing in foreplay? Getting to the next step.
Yep.
So
Sure.
there's a visual for you.
There
That
you
was
go.
a visual for you.
There you go.
Try the no text voice note only for a week.
God, is that like Voxer?
Oh, I don't know about that. Is that what that is?
I think it is.
Not
So
anything
repeat
wrong
that
with
again.
Voxer.
Repeat that again.
Try the no text voice note only.
Yeah, so it's
Or
almost like
you
your
could-
voice texting.
Yeah, voice texting. But you could do that on a lot of apps, right?
Yeah.
You could. You
Yeah.
could. What about thoughtful dates?
What
do
about
those
'em?
look like? What does it look like? It's an
my
effort,
God.
not an expense. Romance is an effort, not an
yes,
expense.
it's like all the small things. Like when you pick her up, do you have a rose for her? Do you tell her she's beautiful? Do you open the car door for her?
compliment her. I love
Do you
that.
compliment her? I
Yeah.
mean, do you, that's the biggest thing is like, I have the best husband in the world because he's always lifting me up and complimenting me, like always giving me a kiss, always telling me I'm beautiful, just random acts of kindness.
Yes, I agree with that. I love that. Yeah. Why would you not do those things? That makes people feel good.
It does.
Plan some nostalgic dates. Go back to the basics. Do some roller skating.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be fun?
it'd be funny.
Funny is
Funny.
exactly right.
Like go
But what about like
flat-faced.
little diners and
Oh yeah, like little holes in the
bookstores, or
wall.
just hanging out at a bookstore?
Antique shopping.
Yeah,
I
all
know
those
we're
kinds
aging
of good
ourselves,
stuff.
aren't we?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Gaming, I don't know.
But yeah, I think using your words, I think compliments go such a long way.
Validation,
Yeah.
complimenting,
Yeah.
just be the person, and people change, but be the person that they met.
If you think about it, if you're going on a first date, I promise you both parties spend a lot of effort picking out their outfit, thinking about the
Yes.
date, really, putting their best foot forward. Please notice that and say something about it.
Yes, I think that's
Let
great.
them know they look nice.
Yeah.
Let them know, oh, I love your perfume or whatever. Do something to show that you appreciate the effort they put into that. I think that's
But
super
also
important.
too, I think too, and this is for anybody, but time and money is what you're going to spend on a relationship, right? And if there's one advice I can give you in my many years of being single is I learned real quick, don't waste your time on something you're not interested in.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Don't keep something going if you know it's not. If this doesn't
Because
meet
it's convenient for you,
Yeah.
don't do it because
No,
it's a waste of time for you and that person, and it's misleading.
Yes.
And I was never the person to stick around longer than I needed to, and I didn't.
Yeah.
And sometimes but you never question where I stood with you.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important.
Yeah. Don't drag something on. It's
Cut the cord.
Cut the cord, because that again is what dating is. Dating does not mean commitment.
Yeah.
Dating is about deciding if this is right for you, right? So I think we've got to really focus on the definition. You're not in a committed relationship until you agree to be in one. So that's what I think.
Therefore, you can date other people.
Yeah, dating is dating. I also think it's important to bring back handwritten notes.
Oh,
when you think-
that's such a good point.
Yes, I mean, I think that shows that person put a lot of
Thought
into
into it.
My husband does a lot of amazing things. I remember when we were dating, and he He was very new at it. He didn't know a lot about dating. But anyway, he wrote me a card. He got me a card, and he just wrote on it, "You're the queen of my heart." It was a Queen of the Hearts card.
Aww.
And he just wrote, "You're the queen of my heart." And that's the one thing I
Yes.
remember,
See,
right?
I love that
it's
stuff.
Just the little bitty things.
Little small things, yeah.
And that really...
That's a great advice. Piece of advice is like writing down words, not text. Put it in a card.
Make an effort. Go pick out that card.
Yeah.
Make sure it really speaks to that person. Put in that effort. Again, being intentional is so important. Whatever. Let's see. Rituals. Creating rituals. Romance rituals. What do you do? How do you do things? Do you do check-ins? Like check-in. How was your week? What's going on? Anything going on in your world? You know, that kind of thing. Because I think we get so caught up in our own worlds, we forget to kind of do those little check-ins and say, "Hey, you matter to me. What's going on in your world?"
I do that every day.
Yeah, I think that's important. That's a great little ritual. I think just at dinner time, putting down cell phones.
Yeah.
Putting those down, I think that's intentional. Mm-hmm. Nothing's worse than you're like in the middle of telling something and someone picks up their phone and they start typing. It's the worst.
I do it all the time. I do it to you all the time.
You do it to me all the time. But you're not my romantic relationship. But if you were, I'd knock the phone out of your hand. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't. I'm not a violent person. You know, well, try something new together. What would that be? Try something new.
Cooking.
Yeah,
Art
that
class.
would be new for you for sure. I'm saying some of my best dates with my husband are us making dinner together. Yeah.
Or doing something the other person. So, like, I'm a diver. I love diving. I love the ocean. I'd love for my husband to get in the ocean with me, but he's not done that yet.
Oh,
so
I can't do that with you. I'm sorry. I'll ride in the boat.
See, that's what he does. That's not fun. Anyway.
I'm not going underwater where I can't breathe.
You can breathe.
No, but what if something happens to your tank or your suit or whatever?
Okay, you're way overthinking things. The therapist in you, that's not good therapy advice. I'm just going to tell you. Therapists would be like, well, have you tried it? Here we go.
But
have you tried it?
But therapists can have fears, and I have a fear of
Okay,
being
and
underwater.
How are we going to overcome your fears, Karla?
We stay in the boat. And I'm perfectly happy in the boat. Like, I don't have a need
But that goes back to, this goes back to, I'm glad we're having this conversation. It goes back to, what are you doing something that is sharing a common interest with your mate?
Well, luckily he doesn't want to go underwater either, so we are good.
Dude. Okay, anyway.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
find a hobby that you enjoy together.
Yeah, but and at the same time, though, you're not going to automatically, so here's the deal. Put the effort in to try, because, like, my husband and I, we're big golfers. We love to play golf. I'm a big pickleball player. He's not played yet. I'd love for him to come play because there's so many couples that play, right? So just take the effort to do that.
I agree with that. If let's say if my husband were a diver and I was scared of it, I would make the effort to at least snorkel.
Yeah, I mean, that's
See
effort,
what I'm saying?
and that's what it took for me.
Yeah.
I just got in there because I was scared to death of the ocean.
But if we find something that we both like, but if one likes something so much and they really want to share it with you, then
try it.
Try it. Yeah.
I'm not saying jump out of a plane, just try it.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm not jumping out of a plane.
That's a bucket list for me.
Okay, you go for that. And I will be the first person on the ground cheering you on.
Splat!
And making sure. Open the chute.
She ain't going to make it. She is not going to make
I'm
it.
not one on the big adrenaline rush. That's not who I am. So,
Yeah.
But
I'm about conquering
I like
fears.
to do things. I like little fast stuff, cars and things. I don't know that I've really been on a motorcycle.
I'm not a fan of those. Yeah.
But if it was like in a safe space, not like on a busy highway, but like out in the open road, I could do that.
No.
I think that would be
good.
fun. It would be fun. Okay. So let's see. Romance is emotional safety, not a checklist. It lets that person know you're with them, that that you're important, right? Mm-hmm. So what else we have? So why talk about dating? And I know we've done another episode, and we did on social media dating. I think was what we did the last one on. Mm-hmm. But what this is I feel there's such a need for people to reconnect.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes along with what we're trying to do at Mental Perk, that we're designing our next training around the art of dating. And so we're going to have, I mean, we've been kind of playfully going through it today, but we really have some good stuff for you guys, and we really want to get it out there, and we really want to help people find some answers, to find that happiness, to have that hope.
And while we're in the process of creating this curriculum,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to chime in and give us your advice or give us questions, because we, we're just a bunch of old hags here. We're older, and it's not the same. What you guys are dealing with is not the same. Even like if I was divorced, I'd be like, I don't know where to start.
But we're not even just talking about young people. There are
talking
many
about
middle-aged
people, right,
who are having to get back out in the dating world.
Send in your questions. Send in your answers. Send in your advice. If you've got something that worked for you, let us know. If you've got something that didn't work for you, let us know.
What I also want to know is what struggles you're having, so that we can make sure we're addressing them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, we have so many great ideas, and I've just been listening a lot to the people that I work with and the struggles that they're having and what their needs are. And so we're really going to be pulling this together, but we hope it's so helpful. You'll be able to,
take it online
at your own time, and just hopefully get something out of it. But that's what this is all about. We just want to draw some attention to the importance of connection, and that we're hearing you, and that we're seeing you, and that we're validating you. And it is tough. It's a tough world to really find ways to do that, especially once you're outside of the norms of, the younger years, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our goal. Like always, we want you to know
you're worthy. We're in this together.
If you or anyone you know is struggling with mental health issues, please reach out to talk to someone you trust. Get connected to a mental health professional who can help you find ways to cope and ultimately feel better. If you are having suicidal or self-harm thoughts, or thoughts of hurting another person, please go to the nearest ER, call 911, or contact the National Suicide Hotline at 988. Thank you for tuning in to Mental Perk. We hope our talk today highlighted real people working through real issues based on mental health. Our goal at Mental Perk is to make sure every one of you knows you're worthy. We're in this together.